Hey everyone, so today I wanted to talk about winners and losers. And in this job market, there's going to be winners and losers, not only for businesses that are either going to close, as you've heard in my last video, 25% of businesses fail within the first 2 years, and 65% of all businesses fail within the first 10 years of going into establishment. But there's also winners and losers in the employee sector as well, right? There's going to be those who have IT jobs that keep their jobs, flourish, save money, um, tackle this difficult time, come out with a ton of cash, and they're able to deploy that into investments and other forms of making or earning money while the economy starts to pick back up and become robust. What we're seeing now is a lagging economy where slowly but surely the job market is weakening and there is less need for certain people within the job sector. There is less positions available. Right now, it's 1.9 jobs available for every person who is unemployed. Unemployment will continue to rise, and then the government is going to have to look into that to see those unemployment numbers start to trickle down rather than stay up, right? And we all know unemployment can last a long time, even up to 12 months or maybe even more. I'm not too familiar with unemployment as I've never been on it, but I can definitely do some research to identify how long unemployment can last for. But I do know that it's at least up to 12 months for sure. With that being said, all that determines is how long someone can be on. So let's say by mid-May, the maximum amount of people that the government would like to see on unemployment has been reached. It would then be mid-May of 2024 where we would then start to see them come off of that and have to essentially find or look for a job within that time frame. What does that mean? That means there will be some people who simply don't look for a job because they don't have to just take anything, and that will also affect the job market. There will be more losers because they're not able to get employees. And so you'll see from 2023 to mid 2024 a lack of employees within the job market because they simply do not have to accept anything, and they'll probably rather just be at home, similar to COVID time, than work for a job that they don't simply like. We're in an era where people are used to getting what they want, living how they want, and living comfortably to some degree. With that being said, there are going to be winners. There are going to be jobs that flourish, jobs that create a culture of positivity, jobs that encourage their workers to continue to work, show up, and be productive. There's going to be jobs that definitely pay a lot and are willing to pay a lot to retain their employees, even in a time where it's incentivizing to cut back on employee spending and try to show growth within the stock market and on the balance sheets in order to appease investors. That's why I said the smaller businesses, like family owned businesses, will flourish because they will value their employees. At least the family owned businesses that I've been accustomed to seeing value their employees, and therefore they will act accordingly even in this time to retain them going forward. And so we're going to see winners and losers in that regard because there's always going to be people who get a little too overconfident within this job market, and then those who are not as confident take their time and get a better understanding of where everything is going to shape out to be. So, for example, 2, 3 years from now, we're going to be looking at a lot of competitors being wiped away, and essentially only the better businesses will thrive in this time, and then they'll thrive even more in better times until another competitor comes along looking to take some of that market share because they see the money to be made within that market. They're going to try to take your customers, and if you slip up in the term of satisfying your guests and bring in a good service, then of course they'll take a look at your competitor because now you're not the only option. And so business is always competitive. McDonald's is trying to beat out Wendy's. Wendy's is trying to beat out Chipotle. Chipotle is trying to beat out Popeyes. Popeyes is trying to beat out all of them. Business is always competitive, whether you sell shoes, music, whatever it is, there's always a competitor, right? So you want to be sure to stay ahead, be ahead, and provide the best quality service that you can in order to stay on top of everything, right? Tesla even has competition now, and Tesla is trying to take their competition out of business, as I've spoken to on other videos, by lowering their prices and doing things to incentivize people to choose them rather than their competitor. And their retention rate is 50%, which is higher than any car manufacturer in America today or outside of America, right? So again, business is competition. There's always going to be a winner, and that means there will always be a loser. Whether you're an employee or whether you're a CEO, you need to ensure that you're on the winning side of things and not on the losing side of things. If you like this video, or if you want me to go more in depth, I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily. Make sure you leave a comment down below addressing this type of topic, and let me know what you would like to hear more. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.